Trade unions or labor unions. A trade union is an organization that exists to protect the rights of workers. Workers often work in very poor conditions, so trade unions were created to bargain for better terms and working environment for their members. Workers and employers often have different aims and objectives. For example, in addition to maintaining a happy and well motivated workforce, employers may want to maximize business profits, minimize business costs, maximize sales. On the other hand, workers may want to maximize wages or salaries, work in a safe and healthy environment, maximize non-wage benefits, enjoy job security. There is often a conflict between the aims of workers and employers. For example, an increase in wages along with a decrease in working hours will increase costs to employers but improve the terms of employment for workers. Types of trade union. Trade unions can be classified as follows. Craft unions. Such unions are formed to organize workers according to their particular skill. For example, engineers, carpenters, and electricians formed their unions. Craft unions try to restrict membership to only those with the particular skills. Industrial unions. These trade unions represent all workers in their industry, irrespective of their skills or the type of work done. An oil workers' labor union would include workers involved in exploration, extraction, storage, refining, and any other jobs associated with the oil industry. The United Ammo Workers Union of the United States is an example of an industrial union. Journal unions. These trade unions are usually prepared to accept anyone into membership regardless of the place they work, the nature of their work, or their industrial qualifications. These labor unions have a very large membership of unskilled workers. In Australia, the largest general union is called the Australian Workers' Union. White collar unions. These labor unions recruit professional, administrative, and salaried workers and other manual workers. They are common in teaching, banking, civil service, and local government. Role of trade unions. The primary role of a trade union is to protect the interest of its members. Examples of trade union role and responsibilities include bargaining with employers for pay rises and better terms and conditions, ensuring that equipment at work is safe to use and that workers are given sufficient training to enable them to perform their role at work safely, giving support to members, providing financial and legal support to workers who may have been unfairly dismissed or disciplined, persuading the government to pass legislation in favor of workers such as law approving minimum wages, maximum working hours, pension rights, and the retirement age. Need for labor union. Trade unions act as a means of communication and negotiation between employers and employees through a process called collective bargaining. This occurs when a trade union representative who is voted into the position by colleagues negotiates on behalf of the union's member with the employer for better pay and working conditions. A collective voice is more powerful than each worker negotiating individually with the employer. Trade unions can therefore be an effective means of communication between the employer and worker. Basis for wage claims. Trade unions normally base claims for higher wages on one or more of the factors, which are a rise in the cost of living due to inflation. Workers in comparable occupations have received a wage increase. The increased profit in the industry justify a higher return to labor. The productivity of labor has increased, again possibly justification for an increase in wages. Types of industrial action. As part of the collective bargaining process, trade unions can call upon their members to take industrial action. Some of the actions in which trade union members can engage in order to get what they want from their employers. Some of these actions are strike, work to rule, go slow, and sit in. Trade union and economy. Positive impact. Better communication and negotiation. Trade unions act as a channel of communication between employers and employees. Through negotiation and collective bargaining, they can help to resolve disputes and settle pay claims efficiently. Legal support to workers. Trade unions offer legal support and advice to the employees. Better pay and working condition. Trade unions negotiate on behalf of their members with employers for better pay and working condition and can therefore help to raise living standard. Negotiation with government. Trade unions also negotiate with the government for an increase in the minimum wage, which can also help to increase the standards of living. Negative impact. Strikes disturb the economic activities. Trade unions are often portrayed in the media as having a negative role in an economy when they take industrial action which results lost productivity. Strikes are the most extreme form of industrial action and can cause serious disruption to the wider economy, increase the cost of production. From an employer's point of view, a trade union's demand for better pay and working conditions for its workers may increase the cost to the firm and therefore reduce profits. However, others might argue that increase in pay and improvements in working conditions lead to a better motivated workforce and thus an increase in productivity and profits. Trade union membership. Trade union membership is growing in some countries such as China. Possible reasons for increasing trade union membership in some countries include growth in manufacturing jobs, as manufacturing industry is typically unionized, an increasing number of workers experiencing low pay and poor working conditions in manufacturing, an increasing wealth gap and higher cost of living which have caused workers to petition for higher wages and better working conditions. This is all about labor union. If you need more help, then contact me. Bye bye.